Welcome to Pullman, Washington. Martin Stadium, home to the Washington State Cougars, and the anticipation is running high on the Palouse. There's just something about the nightcap. After a day of wall-to-wall football, it just seems this is when chaos ensues. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Ole Miss Rebels, taking on a team from the Pac-12, the Washington State Cougars. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Rebels' long wait is coming to an end as they'll put a foot to it, and the season will get underway. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So the Washington State Cougars offense will take the first swing of the game. And here comes the big fella, a staple of this aerial attack, Jesse.
And he's a guy they can line up all over the field, David. There's matchups out there waiting to be taken advantage of.
Yeah, and it's so nice to be able to do that. It makes it easy to play quarterback when you can feature a guy like this that's fast, big, and strong.
And this junior quarterback shows you why the scouts love that big arm of his. Running back searching for a hole. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. The Cougars racing to the line in a hurry up. They try to pop a run on the draw. He showed it all there. A little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down. And the Cougars come to the line with a new set of downs.
And this guy is elite. There's a reason why he starts in this offense. You just saw the speed and the open field running ability on that last play. And this is a guy that is going to be key to the entire season for this offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. After the step off, now they have to deal with 1st and 15. They'll try the run. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. And on 2nd down for this offense. He's looking to throw. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Going to try to get it himself. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
On 2nd down, just keeps firing. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
And that's what you're trying to do, not just in this game, but for the season. You're just trying to set the tone defensively, and they do that getting the sack. They feel good about their front seven and all the athletes they have. It'll be fun to watch this unit for the rest of this game.
Grabs it inside the 10. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. The 7th play of this opening drive will be a 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. Makes the grab on the left. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. Washington State sends the punt team onto the field. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. So the Ole Miss Rebels offense will go to work for the first time today. As we take a look at our impact players for this one, what are you looking for, Jesse, for a guy to make an impact?
Well, these are simply put the leaders of this football team, and generally games go how these guys play. If they make plays, then they've got a shot to win this one.
No doubt, they got to show up. These are the team leaders. These guys have to play well if they're going to win the football game.
Tough way to start this drive. Now they'll try to fix it on 2nd and 15. Pirouettes through. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. Now facing a 3rd and long. To throw, it's Ramos. Going deep. Makes the catch down the right side. And he's running in the open. Gets it into the end zone, but there's a flag down. We'll see if this one is coming back. That turned out to be a free play with the offsides penalty. They'll wave it off, and the touchdown counts. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they cap it off with a play that can build momentum, a 78-yard touchdown pass. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Looking for a productive play on first down. Leaves it with the back. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. The Cougars will hustle to the line. From the gun, running back on the move. They open the lane, and he hit it a gain of 5 out to the 33. It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. Quarterback, quick pass to the receiver. Crosses the 45. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42. Line gets set, first down. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time.
Delay of game. Offense.
The delay of game pushes the offense back. First down here for the offense. They'll run it out of the shotgun. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And you hear about run blitzes. This is exactly what a run blitz is. When you know the ball's coming up the middle, you want to bring those linebackers, get them closer to the line of scrimmage, and fire. Right when the ball snaps, he's coming downhill, doing a good job creating the loss. That linebacker really knew what was going on.
Defense had them backed up, and then they're in the neutral zone, and the offense will say thank you very much. Now on second down. It'll be a draw. Hard-hitting tackle. From the 36, a third down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the first. They'll try to get it through the air. Gets rid of it. It's complete to the left. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
Hard work pays off, guys. These offenses work so hard week in and week out, working on those critical down and distances. Third down.
And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington State.
And this offense gets on the board, and the first passing touchdown of the season, and I feel pretty confident saying the first of many. This offense looks like they're in a good rhythm, and this passing attack's going to be hard to stop.
And he tacks on the extra point. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Alabama is in the unusual position of having to come from behind right now, but there's not a soul who doesn't believe the Tide can't roll back into this one. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to TCU. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The Rebels in the hurry up.
Well, this is one of the fastest quarterbacks in college football, and that's why the option's a good idea, because if he can get out in space and he gets a chance to get downfield, he is really difficult to tackle, and he's very difficult to catch, as you saw in that last play, getting a first down.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Got a little work done on first down, now back to the line. Here comes the option. He'll toss it. Hits the spin cycle. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Hold it. Offense.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. And now on second down for this offense. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. Hard running there. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Hold it. Offense.
Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Let's see what they've got on second down. Looking to throw, it's Ramos. He slings it deep to the left. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Let's see what call they have on third and long from the 28. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. He's not afraid to go deep. Oh, did he toast the coverage? Got it deep downfield. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Rebels!
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Here comes the offense on first down. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on second down. Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. He's got his man. He is not afraid to use that stiff arm as a weapon as he bangs his way to the 28. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Makes a connection. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41.
And that's why this guy's a complete running back. He's good between the tackles, he can pass block, but he can also run routes. And we're not just talking about screens or swing routes. This guy gets vertical down the field, and he can run the route tree.
And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Just enough room to gain a couple down to the 34. The Cougars want to move quickly. On third and short, the power run here. Didn't get much, picked up a yard, and that will leave them with 4th and 2. They would have needed a 50-yard field goal from here, so instead they'll keep the offense out there and go for it. On fourth down, they'll throw for it. And it's incomplete, a missed opportunity for the offense.
That is just a play you have got to be able to come up with. They don't get bigger than that. Fourth down, you've got to make the catch. Whether it's a perfect throw or whether it's off of your body, you're good enough and you're athletic enough to haul that play, and you've got to make the play for your quarterback and your offense to keep that drive alive, and he's not able to come up with it.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. He'll do it himself. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
How about the defensive end understanding football, understanding that I got to keep outside contained. I'm responsible for the quarterback. Good job playing his responsibility. And how about getting that sucker on the ground? He's a pretty good athlete to be able to corral him, tackle him right in the middle of the field, and get him to the ground.
Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the 2nd quarter. They've changed ends of the field, now facing 3rd down as they go back to work. Looking downfield, it's Ramos. Got his man on the right. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the 1st down marker. And the Rebels will try to pin them back with the punt. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on 4th downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. It's a draw. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. Washington State will have to boot it away. 2nd time today they've been forced to punt. Great contact on that ball as it just hangs up in the sky. He's got great speed, and the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so you got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
Trying to get to it. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
This is a good sign for this defense. The rate they were going, not touching the quarterback, him already having 2 touchdown passes in the 1st half, this was not going to be a fun football game to watch. Now they're turning the title.
He wants to go deep. And he's got it inside the 20. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Ole Miss.
Quarterback is going to give you opportunities, and look at him run by the defenders. QB sees it, stick the hand up in the air, catch the football, get to the end zone.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Quick strike offense on that 3-play.
Number 12, set to kick it away.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the ball's free, deep in his own territory. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Caught in the backfield, it's Flowers. And the defense settled in to stop that before a short gain. And they don't want to waste this great field position here on 3rd and long. Into the end zone. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on.
Hold it, offense.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. With the catch, it's Drake. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. It is good. And that will extend their lead even further. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. Tulsa overcame a tough opponent, and not only that, a raucous crowd. The Golden Hurricane tuned out all the noise and showed this team can win on its field, your field, or a neutral field. Well done. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way, but I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. It sounds like they had a good one there. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Looking for a productive play on first down. Give to the running back. Works his way into the traffic and picks up 3 to the 17. Washington State lines up quickly. They go to the draw. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19. We'll see if they go back to the run here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Using the quick game. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. And the Cougars come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He's going to pass. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Dialing up a second down pass play. Buys a little time with his feet. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. Faced with a third and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. They'll try to get the first through the air. Finds a spot in the middle. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on third down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make
the quarterback scrambled around, but the defense able to scramble him and turn it into a sack.
This is not going to get any easier. You're already down. You know it's passing situation, and you got to protect your quarterback, and they can't do it. This has not been a great day early for this offense.
That last play, the kind of thing that can mess up a really good drive. It's 2nd and 17. It's a draw. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. And they have converted their first 2 third down opportunities, but this one a 3rd and long. Flushed out of the pocket. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
And when you get these quarterbacks and these offenses in 3rd and long, and you know it's passing situations, man, KD bar the door, let's rush the passer, bring everybody. You know what's coming. Get after the QB, and you cause the fumble. Great third down execution by this defense.
On first down, here comes this offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. Oh, what a grab by the defense. He was looking for that big return to go with the pick, but he'll set him up in business at the 36.
And how about that? That's the first INT for this guy. Like, he's gone all throughout this year, taking care of the football, making plays, really building trust with his offensive coordinator. First mistake, hey, listen, put it behind you. You've had a great season so far, young man.
Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. Ball security always paramount. That football must be riveted to your rib cage, Jesse, and it wasn't last time.
And look, he knows that happens again, he's going to find himself on the sideline. So this is going to be a dude very motivated to make some plays on this drive.
Yeah, and I think it's frustrating, but you got to put it behind you.
And the quarterback is snowed under.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Tight end finds a soft spot. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. Kicks it high, and it's just hanging there as if it has helium in it and floating down toward the earth. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. A run for the quarterback. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. As we reach the 2-minute warning, they'll need to try to get a stop to keep this thing from getting out of hand. Pocket starts to collapse. And the defense gets to the quarterback.
This defense needed something to go right, man. They're down big already in the first half. Get to the quarterback, get him on the ground. This could start some momentum going back the other direction.
Quarterback's got to get rid of the ball. That sack's on him, not the O-line. 3rd down coming. Handoff from the shotgun. And the defense knew exactly where that first down line was, and they stopped him short. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. The Rebels will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fair catch called for and taken at the 30-yard line. Offense set on 1st down. He's looking to throw it. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Snags it down the right side. He flips his field in an instant, and he's got him set up at the 20.
I love when you back the defense off. If you want to get aggressive, I'll take shots down the field, make the defense play more concerned, and now what? Now you're in the red zone with a chance to get some points.
This offense just gets a bolt of energy when they get a play like that. Now they're in the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 20. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Quick strike complete. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the 1st down. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. He's looking for a man on 2nd down. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Nowhere to go, and the ball's loose. Oh, and he gets the ball back. Lucky to do so. Guess it could have been worse.
That ball carrier is very lucky. That easily could have ended up in the hands of the defense. You have got to do a better job with ball security.
The offense fortunate to still have the ball, but also facing a big 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires left. Touchdown, Wazoo! And they made it to the house when they found that 6 points waiting on them.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, fellas. Looks like you've had a very enjoyable day there today in Pullman. The passing game for both sides has been outstanding. On point, unrelenting. They've excelled in the short game, the intermediate game, and especially on the deep ball. All in all, a thrilling display of offensive firepower, and these defenses have a lot to discuss here at halftime. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas on the Palouse at Martin Stadium.
Washington State ready to boot it away to start the 3rd quarter. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Off the play fake on first down. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. This offense has a second down play. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Throws to the wideout. Complete downfield. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Fast motion from the offense. Now the play fake. Looking down the middle. Incomplete, and very lucky that one wasn't picked off. And, man, could they have used that? It'll be second down. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And the freshman does a great job using his technique and getting the man on the ground. Now trying to keep this drive alive on 3rd and long from the 45. He's going to fire deep. Grabs it at the 25 in stride. Touchdown, Rebels! And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby.
Number 83.
A lot of times you see those receivers, as soon as they get by the DBs, you know, that hand goes straight up in the air. I got him. I got to step on him. He got to step on him. And the ball was thrown perfectly out in front. You can see he runs underneath it, gets it, and gets the long touchdown on the go route.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Alabama is in serious trouble right now. And by in trouble, I mean this could get uglier than a bad prompting. They're trailing by 14 to TCU. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final.
And I don't know if he made the right decision there or not. You could tell he could have given the football to the running back, but he chose to keep it, and it just got strung out down the right side and nowhere to go. I tell you what, better defense than bad decision-making by that quarterback.
A first down sack can wreck a drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Motion from the offense. They'll give it to the back. Follows that surge up front. He's got 5 out to the 13. Washington State going quickly. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. Washington State sends out the punt unit. Slips through the line. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Off play action on 1st down. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. The incomplete pass leaves him with 2nd down. Back to pass, it's Ramos. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. He's going to pass on 2nd down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Santos. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. And they got him. He'll get him down for the sack.
As a defensive end, trust me, I was a defensive end, I can tell you, you start getting a little lathered up. Now you got your 2nd sack. It's only the 3rd quarter. Your eyeballs are getting big. This is going to be one of those days. I'm going to get me 3. I'm going to get me 4. Shoot, I might even get me 5.
And the Rebels line up to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. A sky-high punt. He gets a block. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive, so someone's going to have to step up.
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover. And the quarterback just ran out of time there, and they were able to knock it free.
Quarterbacks have got to do a great job keeping two hands on the football, especially in passing situations like that, because you know defenders are swatting at the ball. Even if you can't see them, these guys, they're 6'5", 6'6", they've got long arms. They're trying to rip and tug away and get that ball out of your hands. A QB will learn from this play. He's got to do a better job with his fundamentals.
Run play by the quarterback. Loss of 8. Brings up 2nd down.
Two running backs alongside the quarterback. Looking to pass. It's Ramos. He's going for it all. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Got him downfield. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a 1st down. The Rebels want to crank the tempo. He'll keep it himself. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Holding. Offense.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Snap in the shotgun. Fires on the move. And that one's incomplete. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Off play action. It's complete to the right. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. He'll just keep slinging it. Moves around to clear up the vision. Got enough space. Touchdown, Ole Miss! And the beatdown has ensued.
And it's been more of the same in the 2nd half for this offense, doing whatever they wanted. What a start to the season, man. This is exactly what you draw up. Everything they drew up in the offseason has worked in Game 1, and that's why they are dominating this football game.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
38, Washington State, 14.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be big right here. You just get the feeling at this point of the game, David, they've got to score on this drive. Obviously, their defense needs to get stops, but at this point, offensively, they've got to execute much better.
They got to be super aggressive. Down 24, you're going to need 3 touchdowns, 3 2-point conversions, everything to kind of go your way. So fast and throwing the football.
Off the play fake. Throws for the tight end. Wide open downfield. And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. On 3rd down, going up top. He makes the catch. Nothing but green ahead. The tag. Touchdown, Washington State. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And it's now the second time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
Why not double the try total and go for 2? Looking to throw. Pressure coming. And the quarterback goes down, but there is a penalty flag down. I think the offense is going to pick up the first down. The defense was offside.
38, Washington State, 20.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Running back goes in motion. Looking to throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking downfield, it's Ramos.
Yeah, and sometimes the coverage is just great. And as a quarterback, you throw the football away or don't try to force it too tight into a window. And you just say, hey, defense won that rep. Good coverage.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there. After misfiring, it's second down. He'll try to pop the draw. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. After the last run, would you just give it to him again on third down? Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon.
Defense.
Neutral zone infraction will push the ball up 5 yards. The defense in a most benevolent move, giving the offense a new set of downs. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up. Went to the running game on first down, now here they come again. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Line is set on third down. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. He'll pull it on the read. At the 45, on its way. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. Leaves it with the running back. Couldn't really get started there. Pickup of 1 to the 35. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. 9th play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. 3rd and long. To the air, it's Ramos. He finds his man. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. And for the 2nd time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. He'll have to generate power and some accuracy. A 50-yarder from the left hash. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. And that lead grows even bigger.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on 4th down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Gets open down the middle. That's some old-school, hard-nosed, tough running as he powers his way to the 30.
Here's the deal. You're down 3 possessions. You know, it doesn't feel likely they're going to come back and win, but we've seen crazier stuff happen in college football. It all starts with a big completion on a 2-minute drive. They'll get the momentum started in your direction.
Washington State lines up quickly. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. Quarterback on the keeper. Still on his feet at the 45. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. Unloads to the wideout. Fires into traffic. Intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
It's just part of playing the position, and that's an interception this young man's going to learn from. That's the first interception he's thrown in his college football career, and guess what? It's probably not going to be his last. You got to turn the page and learn from it.
Couldn't ask for better field position for this offense. Movement here from the tight end. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. He caught it. Touchdown, Rebels. And the pummeling has started.
Well, these players came together. I've been so impressed, not just by the talent, but also by their composure. Handling this kind of environment in the first game of the season, this says a lot about the leadership in that locker room.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Western Michigan is currently working from behind, but how many times have we said that and then witnessed something special happen? This time of year, you never know. They're trailing by 12 to New Mexico. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us.
Encroachment. Defense.
Contact in the neutral zone leads to that penalty. Good news for the offense. Wants to fire on 2nd down. They're trying to get to it. He's going to take off. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Big 3rd down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got his man. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. Wazoo headed to the line with another 1st down. Looking to move it through the air. Got his man.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. And you're going to win this game.